Good afternoon once again, YouTube family. My name is Zandi, and the name of this channel is Journey to Purpose TV. Today, I come to you yet again with another story, and I think it's also a confession about a mistake or two mistakes I wouldn't want to repeat any time of my life. One mistake that I made is to marry someone who is of a different religion to what I am. You know, the Bible tells us that we must not be unequally yoked with unbelievers. So I entered in this marriage fully aware of that scripture. But in my mind, I had my own agendas. I thought I was solving my problem the way I saw fit. But I didn't give the problem to God's hands. I thought this way I could solve it. I could do this and do this and do that. So I married this guy due to a lot of challenges that were happening around my life that time. I thought, maybe it's time I build my own family and stuff like that, because there were a lot of things that had gone through in my life, that I have gone through in my life. And I thought, sure, when this guy showed interest to marry me, I thought, let me give it a try. I had other things in mind as well that I thought I was solving. One of them was to change my surname, because you know, when so much hardship is happening to you, you almost feel like, it feels like there's a lot of things following this bloodline, this surname or whatever. That's what I thought at the moment. One of the things was strongly, maybe if I change my surname to something else, it would be better. I remember before I got married, I even went to the Department of Home Affairs in my country, trying to find out, is there a way someone can change their surname. That time it was before this guy had shown interest to marry me. When that idea didn't go through, so when this guy mentioned his interest to get married to me, I didn't think twice. So our first option, we got married as in his, what can you call it? He was a different religion, so we got married in his way, in his religion's way. So I don't want to mention the religion as if I'm crushing other people's religion, right? We got married in their religion, and after that we went to sign in the Department of Home Affairs in my country. So the shameful thing that happened, number one, my family didn't know about it. I never made any of my family aware of the marriage. And that is something I wouldn't repeat any time of day, because that is very wrong for someone to get married without their family knowing, whether there's differences in the family or not. But I believe it is one's duty and obligation to go to the family, to let the family know. Because what usually happens, the man does not respect you when you are inside the marriage, when he knows that your family was not involved. Well, he can do whatever to you. He knows that you've got no one to go and report to. Another shameful thing that happened is my bride price. In this particular religion, I'm Xhosa. I come from South Africa, and my tribe is Xhosa. And I believe it's one of the tribes where they really charge bride price. They don't play games, Xhosas. But in this particular religion of this man I was marrying, you cannot charge a bride price more than what the man is carrying at the time when you go to marry. I don't know what they call the person that marries people in their religion, but even if I knew, if I mentioned the person, then you would know what religion I'm talking about, which I'm trying to avoid right now. So it so happened when we went to get married, the guy only had 400 rands with him. So they first ask him, how much do you have? He will mention, and then they will ask you as a lady, how much do you want? So since 400 rands is pitiful, is a small money, I had to ask for all of it. And to tell you the truth, the guy was very angry with me for asking all of the money that he had on him that time. Remember, he could have left lots of the money at home and brought only 400 rands with him because he doesn't want the woman to ask for too much money. So I decided to ask for all of it. Okay, we signed, we got married, they made the vows that they make in that religion to marry us. And on the way home from the marriage itself, the guy was so angry with me. He was like suggesting that we go do braai. Okay, I thought it's a good idea. Maybe we're celebrating the marriage. But I was surprised now that he's gunning on the 400 rands that I've been given as my bride price to, to buy this meat for this bride. I felt so ashamed of myself. I asked myself, Zandi, what have you entered yourself into? So I was like, is there love in this? Or what is going on? Kahle kahle. So I really want to advise people. So these are the three mistakes that I made I wouldn't want to repeat. Number one, to enter into a marriage with someone who is not my religion. Number two, to get married without my family knowing. I don't care what kind of differences I have with them, but they have to know. Number four, this bride price, it was a really shameful thing because had my family known that I was getting married, they would have introduced also my culture in it. But because these people who were marrying me knew that my family doesn't know, only his culture had to take part, which was very wrong and unfair. So, what has been your experience concerning marriage, especially marriage with brothers, passport brothers, or brothers from far countries? Please drop your comments down. That was my experience, and I'm not ready to repeat it. God knows I've learnt my lesson big time. I'm not ready to repeat it. Drop your comments down. Please like and share this video to everybody you know. Also support my channel. Please subscribe. I would really love you to do that. Bye for now, and please don't hesitate to look out for all my videos on YouTube. Goodbye.